What's good, everybody? In this episode, I want to share behind the scenes on some insight or some coaching that I gave one of our clients on the difference between selling their done-for-you services versus their done-with-you programs. Now, our client was just in town for one of our 2-day intensives, and they went home, and I was on my run actually this weekend, and as I was running, just kind of processing the event, I was thinking about something that she said and her team said specifically. And they basically said, we're trying to move towards selling more of our done with you stuff because it's more leveraged, our clients still get results, and it's more profitable and saves us a lot of time. But the owner of the business is still kind of leaning back towards selling done for you because it's easier, right? It's something that they've always been doing. And even when getting on these calls where they could be selling done with you because they're not comfortable, they've been sort of just kind of falling back to selling what they're used to selling, which is done for you. And as I was thinking about that, I kind of flashed back to when we were making this transition from selling done for you services into done with you services. And I just shared some insight with her, and we in this program, this message and this coaching was actually delivered to her through Voxer. It's a voice messaging app. So what I want to do, I got her permission to share the information that I share with her about kind of how to start making this transition from selling done for you services into done with you. And anyway, I'll just let you guys listen. It's about 8 or so minutes. Really kind of a sneak peek into how I think and some of the things I experienced, and also a little bit of the coaching that I gave her along the way in this process. So if you've been selling done for you and you don't understand why selling done with you makes sense, or you've been trying to sell done with you, but because it's new to you, you just kind of revert back to selling your done for you, this is an episode you want to listen to. So let's cut to the intro, and then we'll dive into the coaching call. For 3 years, my agency built funnels and automation systems for the biggest names in marketing today. Since then, I've transformed that agency into a hyper-profitable training and consulting business. While everyone is out there talking about scale like it's some sort of destination, we'll be asking the real question. How do you transform your business into a more scalable model using the knowledge, skills, and expertise that you already have? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share the strategies I'm using to build my multi-million-dollar business. My name is Greg Hickman, and welcome to Scalable.
Hey, so thinking about some of the stuff from this weekend or this past week about sales and how you have felt like it's just easier to resort to saying we'll do everything for you, right? And that's made sales a little bit easier because in your mind, it takes all the pressure off of the prospect because you're saying, hey, we got this, we got all of these things. We'll do all of it. You'll have nothing to worry about, right? What does that do to you though? It makes you guys have to take on the burden of this person's entire business. And so for them, they're off the hook, right? Which is exactly why they're on the call with you in the first place, is because everything they've done up to this point is putting the burden of their entire business on somebody else, the agency, right? Like you might as well build their business and have percentage stake in revenue with how much stuff you guys do, right? So right now, it's easier for someone to say yes to done for you because literally you are making them feel that it's all on you. Yet it's their business, right? Isn't that kind of interesting? So yeah, in the moment, they feel super safe. But the question is that in the best interest of the client, right? And so it came up yesterday, or the other day, why or how it became easier for me to sell done with you. And I think the real reason is because I believe to my core that me doing everything for somebody isn't helping them at all. It's putting them in handcuffs, right? Now, all of these super important things that you guys do for people, lead generation, copy, the funnel, that's their business engine, right? They don't know anything about it. They're just putting it in your court, right? Would you put the success of your business in someone else's hands? I would guess no, right? But you're letting your prospects do that. And until you believe that you doing things for them is 100% not the best solution for them, and they shouldn't do that with you and or with anybody, selling done for you is just you're going to keep selling done for you, right? Until you can convince yourself that done with you and the way that you do done with you is the best solution for them, because they also become empowered in the process. They learn about their own business better. They can manage their own business better while having these systems. You make it simple and you make it plug and play, but you are not letting them off the hook anymore of having to worry about the things that will make their business successful. You know what I'm saying? So, if to kind of wrap this home or wrap this up with a bow, right now selling done for you is easier for you because you make the prospects feel all warm and fuzzy because they don't have to worry about a damn thing in their business in order to be successful. But you're taking on the entire burden of their business. At that point, you kind of might as well just run their business and have a percentage, right? Like, what are they actually needed for, So like, if you have that mentality and you bring that to the calls, and you're like, look, this is why we do it this way now, because here's all the reasons why done for you has you in this exact same position right now. And you're basically putting your entire business in the hands of somebody else and expecting it to work. So you're not taking any ownership or responsibility over your own business, and that's a problem. You need to understand the plumbing. You need to understand your client experience. You need to understand your client journey. You need to understand all these things that all these agencies have been doing for you up until now, where you just get to sit back and blame it on other people. Like, where else is that showing up in your life, right? Like, that's like the mentality you need to have to sell done with you a lot better. Because for me, like I kind of said, I think I said it, but I don't think I explained it clearly like I think I am right now. Is like, to my core, I don't believe doing everything to the capacity you guys are doing everything is in any of our prospects' best interest. And so I need to show them, both in my marketing and talk them through this on the sales call. That's probably why they're on the call with you in the first place, is because they've just been fucking rolling the die and expecting some agency to do everything for them. And they don't have any ownership or responsibility. They don't have skin in the game in their own business, right? Like, it's really what it comes down to. So until you believe that is not you have to believe that is not the best solution, right? And you can argue with me that is the best solution. We can go back and forth on that. But I think deep down, you probably will agree with me that you doing everything for this person and these prospects is actually not in their best interest, and not doing them the best service, right? And thus it comes back to you tenfold, and you have the weight of these people's businesses on your entire back. So I think the second you actually believe that will be the moment when selling done with you becomes way easier than selling done for you. Hope that helps. Back to my run.
If I gave you 5 to 10 new clients, would you or your agency break? If so, your current agency model is broken. I struggled with this too until I found a better way. By adding online programs, training, and coaching to our agency, we doubled profits without adding more hours. If you want to work directly with me and my team to transform your agency, visit myscalablebusiness.com to learn more.